Well, hey, you guys, welcome back to the solo gigging life. Welcome back. Um, First off, I want to start off with I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you were blessed and got to share time with family and stuff like that. And that's really important. And I hope you guys also had a wonderful Happy New Year celebration. Some of you artists out there probably worked. I know I did. Um, so, yeah, we worked. And so I'm going to give you a little update of what's going on here. I got a couple little subjects. I want to talk about not getting discouraged a little bit when you play in a room and you're expecting a full bar or the restaurant to be busy and full, and or you're expecting a lot of people, as it stands, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there obviously have a following, and that's a blessing. So keep that following going. We've been moving around a lot, so I don't have a whole lot of following, really. I mean, we just moved in this town 3 months ago, so nobody knows who the hell I am. Yeah, used to be a rock star, toured with some big artists across the country, and back in the 80s and 90s. But it doesn't matter, Nobody. When I started doing this 6, 7 years ago, when I decided to go solo, and Kim talked me into it, and I played a lot of places, man, with 2 or 3 people inside the bar. So don't get discouraged. I mean, and it happens for a while. You got to be patient, and because how it works, and you guys already know. I know most of you know that it's a process, and you need to build a following. So you got to put out that stuff out there, put that beautiful music out there, put a smile on their faces, and just get out there and play, and just play as much as you can. And that's how you build a following, because people are going to spread the good news. They're going to go, oh man, I saw this guy at the other night at the bar, and they start spreading the good news. But what I'm trying to say is, don't get discouraged, because first off, you're getting paid for the most part. I mean, most of you, some of you are probably doing a couple freebies here and there, and I get that. You got to do that, get your foot in the door, right? So anyways, you just basically need to be patient and just get out there and play. Because now I toured up and down the coast, and I think you guys saw some of my videos and stuff, playing up on the Pacific Northwest, Northern Cal, and into Oregon. And actually, Gold Beach was our home base for a while. So I played up and down, even though it was a pain in the butt, man, because that 101 up there, people think that the Pacific Northwest, all those little port towns, are like Hermosa Beach or Redondo Beach or Newport down here in Southern Cal. No, they're nothing like it. And but they're starving for some good entertainment. So I lucked out and made a little change going up there. We survived very decently up there and made some money. But when I first started off, man, I remember this one place I played at in Brookings, Oregon, and right on the border. And it was called the Foggy Bottom. I guess later they called it the Foggy Bottom. It was called the I can't remember. But anyways, I remember the first time I played there was the owner. He wanted to check me out, and a bartender, a guy at the bar, and there might have been one couple eating on the little tables. And so, matter of fact, it's that clip. It's the same club that I played at with. When I did that Jimi Hendrix song. Yeah, that was that place. And of course, that particular video wasn't the first time I had played there. But anyways, I started building up a following, and then then 6 people came, and then next Saturday or the Saturday after, I think I was playing twice a month. Saturday after, and then before you know, there was 10, 12 people. And I think I got up to 20 people, maybe 25 people, which is not bad for a dead bar that nobody ever goes to. So yeah, because most of the time you walked in there was like two or three people. You had your professional drinkers, one or two of them sitting at the bar or whatever. So don't get discouraged, man. It's just a process, and you just got to keep, because each smile you put on their face, that smile goes off and says, "Hey, you know what? Let's go out this weekend. I just remembered this guy that I saw just played some badass music, man, and let's go see him." And that's how it is. So word of mouth, right? So, anyways, I just wanted to tell you, don't get discouraged. Just to bump back a little bit, I hope everybody had a good year 2021. It was a really bad year for me, and I'll get it in later. I lost my daughter, and so but it's been hard for me, and I'm just trying to stay busy and stay focused, and do that. So that's what I'm doing, just staying busy, and so but yeah, really bad year 2021 for me. And of course, all the COVID crap and all the bullshit scams, and this administration trying to scare everybody. But anyways, that's my opinion. And so, but anyways, so we made it. I did the gig on a New Year's Eve gig. I did. It ended up being good. And guess what? The reason why I'm bringing this subject up is that there was, I think, 12 people there, maybe 10, 12 people. Wasn't that many people there, but every person was there. I did 4 hours of music, and I took my breaks, and usually the standard, I'll throw it out there again. Just remember, you need breaks, and it's usually 45 on, 15 off. Some people do 50 on, 10 off, whatever you're comfortable with. A lot of times, it depends if the place is pumping or whatever. I won't even take a break. I'll just play through for a couple hours and then take a break if I have another set. But anyways, there was hardly any people there. This little town of Fawnskin on the North Shore of Big Bear is not a lot of folks out there. So, and it's just been a weird year, and a lot of people are afraid to go out. So, that being said, it was a great, great show. And on top of that, I got a cold. No, I didn't get COVID or anything like that. I got a cold. And I think it was right before Christmas, or the day before, yeah, Christmas Eve. And my nose ran like a faucet. And I was sneezing. It was insane. I hadn't gotten a cold in years. I mean, probably close to a decade. I hadn't ever got a cold. I got the flu a couple times, a little stomach flu or a little achy flu once in a blue moon. But hadn't gotten a cold for a long time. But boy, I did before Christmas. And then in my family, when we get a cold, it goes from the head, and then it works itself down to the upper chest, like I was just ended up being congested. So it was like, it was sneaking up New Year's Eve, and Kim was going, "Are you going to cancel?" And I go, "I don't know," because I was hacking and coughing, and it was all in my chest now. My nose was fine, but it was just all in my chest and getting that tickled and coughing. And then so I ended up doing it. But by the time New Year's, that Friday came around, last Friday, I was still iffy, but I go, you know what? I need the dough. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I went to do it. Kim didn't even make it to my New Year's gig. She had to work. And she ended up working late. Somebody called in sick or something like that. So, yeah, we didn't even get to spend New Year's together. But anyways, I did it. And believe it or not, man, my chops were up. My voice was good. And went through so many songs because I did a 4-hour thing. And that's a long time. But, I made a half a G because I made 400. They paid me 100 an hour. And that's another thing, is usually on a holiday like that, I didn't get paid very much for that gig. Actually, in reality, the way it should be, you should get twice as much as you get on a normal night. So if you're getting $100 an hour, and so I did 4 hours and got paid $400, right? Well, really, I should have got paid $200 an hour. 2, 4, 6, 8. I should have got $800. A lot of bands are getting $1,000, $1,200. I should have got $800 for that gig. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Because we're Moose Lodge members now, and we're getting to know the folks that hang out there and do their thing. So it wasn't really, that was good enough. I wasn't really going to kind of push for that right now. So, and I'm new, blah, blah, blah. And I don't have a lot of other gigs because Big Bear in the winter, apparently because of COVID, has shut down. Not shut down. Places are still open, but they're shut off the live music and I guess Big Bear's been known for live music in the winter, right? All the skiers come up and this, that, and the other. So, but I got a couple places in mind, so I'm working on that. They're going to be picked up and do that. So anyways, what I was going to say was, yeah, that's what happened to me. So I ended up doing the New Year's gig, and I ended up getting a cold. But luckily, I got the cold early enough where I was able to pull it off, when I did that. So anyways, so that's the update, what's going on with me. I think my next gig at the Moose is on the 22nd of this month. I don't know. I think today's the 7th. January 7th. But I just hope you guys are focused, and hopefully this is going to be a better year. It's hard to say. I'm talking to the people in the States, actually in the whole world, because if I've got people watching in England, Ireland, wherever, yeah, it's kind of jacked up around the whole world. But anyway, so let's just hope and pray that it gets better. And they got another variant running around now, and come to find out, it's not a deadly variant. It's just a cold, or just a virus. So, and it doesn't last long or whatever. But luckily, me and Kim haven't got anything like it. Kim got a cold too. But we're all right. We're fine. We're moving along and getting healed up and getting better. Take your zinc, double up on zinc and vitamin C, maybe a little D1, maybe some, or D3, B1, get some supplements. It doesn't hurt, to get supplements. Even if you might eat right or whatever, it doesn't hurt to take the supplements. It helps. Get a little extra zinc in you, and that'll help fight anything that comes down the pike, right? Because I've been pretty lucky in my career in music. I don't think, maybe once, now Kim probably will correct me on this, all my decades in music with the band doing solo, maybe once I had to call in sick. Maybe once. Or I know I did once. I just can't remember when it was or what. Yeah, definitely. And it might have been a couple times in the past decades, But for the most part, man, I get lucky. Even if I do get a little something down the pike and I can't sing and my throat's jacked up or whatever, it's been between gigs, so I've been lucky to move on and go from there. So anyways, so that's enough of that racket. I just I want to thank again. I just need to put out thanks to the people. My boy just got one of these guys. I'm going to go over this in a minute here. Got a Beatbuddy. It didn't work out for him, so that's okay. That's all right. The Beatbuddy is not for everybody. Absolutely not for everybody. And then I've got other guys that do more, easy writing, easy listening to songs that doesn't really need a backbeat, doesn't need a beat on it. So, and I get that. You don't really need to use it, or sometimes it might be a little complicated. The way I use it, you're not supposed to use it the way I use it, but I'm going to show you how I use this Beatbuddy. It's real simple. And I'll show you around what I do, and then I'll do a little timing thing. And hang on one second. I think my dog wants to come in. Hang on. So I will show you how to use this, how I use the Beatbuddy, and it's not the correct way that this was intended to use, but I got a little creative and I go, you know what, for how I want to do it, just to make it not complicate it, this is how I use it. So I'm going to show you how I use this. Anyway, so but back to what I was saying, I want to thank everybody that's all the positive comments, and it's just a joy that I'm inspiring somehow. I don't know how exactly, but I'm inspiring you guys to get out and do this, man. Get out, because our country's jacked up. The world is jacked up. We need to put smiles on people's faces. That's a fact. And I mean, back in the day, before I even thought about going solo, I would see solo artists out there and it would put a big smile on my face, especially when they did a song that I dug. I'm like, wow, that puts a smile on my face. All right, buddy, down. So anyways, let's get to this Beatbuddy here, and I want to show you how I use it. Okay, you guys, this might be a little cheesy how I'm trying to show you. I don't even know how the screen's going to come out. But according to my glasses, it looks like you can kind of see it really good. So it's set on country number 6. And the BPM is set on 100. Let's see if it, let me hit the pedal here. Let's see, okay, so it's going into a natural right now. Now, usually you can get in here, and let me actually just show you around real quick. Let's do this. I'm going to hit this pedal here. That'll stop it. And then, so I go over here. How do I do that? I forgot to do that again. Okay, so matter of fact, I think I'm going to do that now. So you hit these two buttons at the same time, this one and this one. Hit them at the same time, it brings you up to your settings. So it looks like it's in a sleep mode. Okay, so I'm going down to foot switch. You can edit in there, and I guess redirect your splash to another area if you want your splash area. I think you can redirect your fill here too, which I want to learn how to do. I haven't done that. Somebody said you can, because usually I've always had to hit this. But this here, the way I have it set up, let's just go to the main pedal here. I'm going to hit that. Outro and intro. So I'm in intro now. I want to take the intro out because actually I'm going to, it's enabled now. Count in. That must be new. So I think I updated this last year or something. It might even need another update. But anyways, I want to go none. Let's go none. And then you just hit this arrow to go back. So now I'm back here. Default. Okay, so you can get into your main pedal. Anyway, so you hit these two buttons here to get you going, and to get into your settings. So let's get out of here. Let's go here. Let's go back here. So how I initially have this set up. Now, I think you might be able to see on some of my videos that I've done live at some of the gigs, you'll notice I'll have my VLZ board up on my box. And what I mean by a box, I have an anvil case on rollers that carries my my K12s, my QSCs in there. And it just protects them, and it's padded in there. And so it's just kind of nice. You just kind of roll those speakers around wherever, when you're unloading and stuff. But anyways, so I set my board up there, and I set this up there next to me. This is the closest thing to me. So my board and everything is on the right side of me. And this is up at hand level. So I can get to it by hand. I can adjust the board up here by hand and whatnot. So anyways, so that's how I have this set up. This, let me see here. Let me show. Now, the way I do it, you got to have this extension pedal. So, and then right now it's set basically stock with the way I first got it. I think this is a splash, and this is off and on. And like I said, what's so awesome about this is when you have a break in a song or whatever, and it breaks down in perfect timing, it doesn't matter. You hit that on the one, and that beat comes exactly on the one in perfect timing. Doesn't matter. So that's a pretty nice thing. So you got to have this to shut it down, shut it off and on at the end of the song, and starting the song, and at the end I hit it. You're like going, well, it's just looping. Sometimes on certain songs I do have, the way I'm strumming the guitar, I might have a chance to hit this to put in a fill on a certain spot of the song. I'm trying to remember what song was it. I think it's a Roy Orbison, Blue Bayou. And also when I'll hit it with my hand and get a fill when I do that Janis Joplin or Chris Christopherson song, Bobby McGee. So there's a couple songs. And also too, keep in mind, there's a lot of songs you guys don't realize that I do not use the drum beat at all. There's a lot of songs that don't need a beat. And so I want to make that clear to some of you guys out there. You're thinking, well, you try it with the song, try the beat with the song. And if it doesn't feel right to you and it seems too complicated, it doesn't feel right, then obviously the song doesn't need a drum beat, especially the way you might be, because we all do these cover songs kind of in our own way, right? We want to try to sound as close as we can to the artist, but in reality, we just do it our own way. So, the way you're strumming it or whatever, it might not, and if it's a ballad, you don't really need this. But there's a lot of songs that I do need it on, that it sounds great, and it sounds like a full band. So that being said, that's what I do. So what I do is, if you notice on my song here, I'll give you a sample here. You'll see right here. But this is a song by the Beatles called Oh Darling. And you'll see on the top, I got a little marker there. It says the key of D that I do it in. And actually D flat. But anyway, so you'll see blues 7. So what I do is I'll hit this button here, the left button here, and it says I'm in country, so I need to go up to blues. There's blues. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Go down to 7. Boom, you're there. And then you just adjust your BPM, which I just put tempo. You see I make a mark there. I put tempo 88. That's it. That's my little notes on each song that I have drums on. Now, so what does that say? It's 88. So I'll go to 88. There's, boom. Oh, I went too far. 88, boom. Then you have to hit the pedal, though, to set it. Let's see if it did it. Hit that. Let's see. Let's see what the tempo is. Yeah, it was on 88. Okay, so it stopped right now. But when ooh, darling, comes in right in on the 1, and that's it. And you just go to town. Dude, I'm really messing up on this camera crap. All right. Okay, there, that might be a little bit better. So yeah, and when you end it, you just boom, hit that, end it. Okay, it's that simple. So let me give you another example. Pull that up there. Let me go here. See, now you'll notice on my notes here. Here's one here. It's it's Dear Prudence by the Beatles. That one there is in country 6. So I'll just go. So I'm talking to the audience or whatever, or I just ended the song. So I'll see that I'm on this song that I just pulled up, right? I'm looking at this thing here. And the first thing I do is go to the drums. So I go boom, 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 country. And then I go down to 6. Boom, done. So I don't know. How many seconds was that? 3-4 seconds. It goes pretty well. I didn't finish. So I need to go to 75. Boom. There it goes. Then hit the pedal. And then when you hit when you hit that pedal though, it actually when you take out the fill or the intro, you it will actually start the beat. But as soon as it starts the beat, just hit that button right there and it'll stop it. So you hear a boom. You'll hear the bass kick or something. It doesn't matter. So the whole thing takes 5 seconds, I'm guessing. Let's do another one here. Let me see. Let me just so you know I'm not bullshitting on this. Okay, here's Slider by T-Rex, right? Okay, so I just ended the song. Just ended the song. So, and you know, you get a little applause, whatever. So I'll go here, boom, go up to blues, boom, blues 1, 86, boom, hit it, boom, you'll hear a kick, and boom. What was that? 4 seconds? I don't know. And then you're there. So when you get ready to start the song, you just hit this button right here, boom, on the 1, and you're in the song, and you're on your way. Gosh, I hope this kind of works, helps, because I've had a couple people on the comments say they wanted a breakdown on how I use it. So this is up next to me. This is not intended really for that, I don't think. I don't know. This is a stomp box, for crying out loud. So this actually belongs on the floor. But now, I guess their new extension pedal on this, I think you can maybe scroll into your menu. Let's do something else. Let's go something like completely different. See how long that takes me. I'm just going to go through here. Truckin' by the Grateful Dead. It's Country 1. So it's Country 124. Okay, so I've stopped, right? And I haven't gone to, so I just pulled up the page, Truckin', right? I just pulled it up. It's, what is that? It's Country 1. Well, okay, so yeah, I'm kind of going back. Well, let's find something else here. That Pop 8. Here we go. Let's go to Pop 8. That's something that takes a little longer. Okay, so I just ended with one of the songs, right? And I'm on pause. The machine is on pause. So what I do is I hit that right button, this left arrow that goes this way. This arrow right here. I don't know if you can see my fingers with my fingers, but you hit the arrow and that'll take you to here. You're in blues, right? So we want to go to pop. Boom, 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 boom. I haul ass down. Boom, there's pop. It goes pop 8. Drag it down to 8. Boom, right there. And the BPM is, the tempo is 68. 68. Boom, boom. Hit it. You'll hear the kick. Hit it. Dude, you're ready to start. And when you start, you just hit this. God, I hope I caught that on the camera because I'm looking at what I'm doing here. I hope you guys saw that. But anyways, so that's it, man. It's just, I know it's probably not intended to use this because this is a stomp box, really. You know, it's an effects or stomp box. But to do that, you do have to have this pedal. Now, you might be able to, I'm not sure if you can take out when you hit this, you know, this is supposed to hit this. You could take this fill button because this is usually, this is enabled to your your fills, your drum fills. You could take your drum fills and I think you can put it on one of these switches. I'm pretty sure. If somebody knows, let me know. I think you can. I would love to take the drum fill instead of having this splash. I would love to take the drum fill and put it on and designate it to this button here. Somebody said you could, but I've yet to find out how you do it. But I haven't had time to really get into it. So, because remember, when I got this thing up and running, I just went the easiest route to go that was simple to my brain, and I went and used it. And then this is your off and on. So that's what I'd like to do. Maybe just use this for a splash. Bring this back here for the splash. So, yeah, I mean, that's how let's go to Tom Petty. I do a couple of Tom Petty songs. So you can see in here, I've changed the tempo a couple times. I actually slowed it down. But free falling, okay, so I just ended the song. I'm in pause. So I got to go to country 6. So I hit that button there, go back up, boom, 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 country, go to 6, boom, I'm there. And then go to tempo 78. Boom, hit that, you'll hear the kick or act the drum start, but you shut it off right away. Yeah, it's that simple. So I hope that did it for you guys. I mean, I hope that answers some of you guys' questions. And like I said, too, don't worry. I mean, if you purchase this thing, you're like, where do I go with this thing, or how do I use it? That's how I use it. Remember, I got this next to me, up at hand level. So, because I got to have access to it. It's on my speaker crate next to me. This is on the floor with my TC Helicon, because I'm just using this, the on and off button with my foot. So that's that. So you guys, I hope everything, hope you guys kind of understood that. I hope that was good enough. I don't know, but anyways, and I also want to apologize and thank you, brother. You know who you are. I don't have the name thing off the top of my head, but I guess the Beatbuddy didn't really work out for him, and I'm sorry it didn't. But like I said, it's not for everybody. But he sent me he asked if I wanted the card. Thank you for that card. It's the full-blown card. It's got every drum beat from here to the Mississippi and back. So it's got every drum beat on there. So, and thank you, because I'm going to end up using, there's probably going to be some beats in there that I can use for my studio. And I actually use the Beatbuddy for my studio. Yeah, it takes some tweaking, some compressing, and, you know, and some tweaking for sure. But man, the drums in this little box here, this Beatbuddy rocks. This works for me. And again, I do not use it in all my songs. I don't have any drums in some of my songs. The City of New Orleans, I don't use any, I don't use on there. Even though we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you. I don't know, forgot who did that song. It was like Kenny Loggins wrote that. It's a real pretty song. I don't use drums. There's a lot of songs that I don't use the Beatbuddy on, but there's a lot that I do. So keep that in mind. You don't have to use it on every song. You're going, oh, this doesn't sound right. Well, then don't use it. You know, it's that simple. All right. I love you guys, man. I'm sorry for waiting so long. It's been 2 weeks since I did a post, but between getting sick and getting ready for the New Year's gig, we got a storm, we got snow, we got all that stuff going on. So anyways, you guys, just again, thank you for all the love. And like I said, if you guys want to help support the channel a little, supporting it, just you guys commenting on supports the channel. So don't think it doesn't. It does. If you guys have questions or whatever, or you want to share something on the comment area, that's fine. Just, you know, that helps. But if you want to dig a little deeper, I got a donation tab on there, and you can donate whatever you can. But if not, no worries. So I love you all. You guys rock the house. I'm so enthused and so full of joy knowing that there's a community out there that wants to know about what I'm doing as a solo artist. And that's why I called it the solo gigging life. That's what it is, right? Peace out, everybody. I love you. And we won't wait so long. I won't wait 2 weeks. I'll get another video up next week. All right. Peace.